Well, welcome back to Allied Critical Metals, a channel positioned to be a near-term, low-cost Portuguese tungsten producer for the EU, the US, and Western countries. Joining to discuss, we have the privilege of Roy, the CEO, to take us through a recent capital raise, talk about some drill results, and just generally what's going on. But first and foremost, welcome, Roy.
Thank you. Yeah, good to be here with you.
Always a pleasure to get you back on. I guess there's a lot to touch on, and maybe we'll start with the capital raise itself. It was upsized 16.25 million. Your stock's been doing exceptionally well this year. Do you want to speak to that capital, what it's going to be utilized for?
Sure. Yeah, and the nice thing about that raise is it was about 90% institutional, and we did our previous raise just 2 months before then, and we were able to do it at a significant increase in value. So I think it does underline the market's interest in what we're doing, and the raise at 16 and a quarter is actually big enough where it's going to get us through a lot of, I think, very value accretive spends, including the rest of the drilling that we want to do in Borealia, our PEA, and even our DFS, which we're expecting to start in February of 2026.
Yeah, and speaking to those major catalysts, I mean, you also announced that you had more drill results out 10 meters at 1.11% tungsten. Do you want to speak to some of the more recent drill results?
Sure. And the thing about these drill results from Borealia is it definitely has proven to us that Borealia is bigger and better than we initially thought it was. And those are all going to be highlighted in our updated resource estimate, which is expected still in the first half of November. I guess that's not too far away, so it's something for everyone to keep their eyes on. But definitely, it demonstrates that not just the great grades, but also the widths. That this is a deposit that's very amenable to underground bulk mining, which means the mining costs will be significantly lower, and that's good news for putting this into production.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. And I appreciate the insight. And speaking to other incredible news, I mean, you guys earned strategic recognition from the IDD Portugal Defense, strengthening Europe's tungsten security. I mean, do you want to speak to kind of the expansion from the client side of it?
Yeah, listen, when you have the government on board the way we do, and they are responsible for both the permitting, and other items that would demonstrate that it would take either a shorter or longer period of time. So this means that we're able to move forward in a much quicker way than what we would otherwise be able to do. It validates our project as one of significant interest and strategic importance, not just for the Portuguese government, but for Europe. And also, it's I think significant as well in terms of it's a quick pathway for Portugal to get to that 5% GDP spend that NATO members have all sort of committed to. Portugal doesn't really have a much of an internal domestic military industry. So focusing on actually producing critical metals becomes one way for them to get closer to that spend, which is a significant increase for them.
On that, Roy, I appreciate all the insights as we pass it off to the viewer. As news and catalysts like this come down the wire, consider subscribing for those updates. But on that, as always, we look forward to catching you in the next one.